Hello, I'm Chris. Tailgating is simply when a driver or rider follows the vehicle in front far too closely. Oh, someone's doing it behind now. In this video, we'll have a look at why it's such a big problem, why people do it, and what you should do if someone tailgates you. Tailgating is dangerous, because if I brake suddenly for whatever reason, the driver behind simply won't have the time or distance to stop. It's one of the most common reasons for rear-end collisions on UK roads. New figures show that 1 in 8 road casualties is caused by tailgating. That's more than 100 people killed or seriously injured every single year, just because someone didn't leave enough space. And what's interesting is that most tailgating isn't intentional aggression. Research shows that a lot of drivers simply don't realise they're driving too close. First of all, what you shouldn't do when someone tailgates you. Don't brake check. That's when you deliberately brake hard to try and make them back off and teach them a lesson. It doesn't work, and you could make things worse by sparking road rage or a collision. Also, don't speed up. Many learner drivers feel pressured or intimidated when being tailgated and start driving faster than they're comfortable with. The tailgater keeps up with them. The learner's now more likely to make mistakes, which will make the situation worse. Something else you don't want to do is stare at the interior mirror. Check occasionally, but don't fixate on it. Your priority is what's happening ahead. So what should you do if you're being tailgated? First of all, increase your distance from the car in front. If someone's close behind, you need a bigger gap ahead so you can react in time and brake more gently. Slow down earlier and more gradually than usual for junctions, bends, and other hazards. Smoothness helps the tailgater react in time. Keep your driving predictable, no sudden braking and no swerving. The safer and calmer you are, the better. If the driver behind is making you feel anxious and really affecting your driving, maybe you're feeling pressured or you can't focus properly on what's happening ahead, then one sensible option is to pull up in a safe legal place and let them pass. There isn't anything wrong with doing this. You're not giving in and you're not admitting fault. You're simply removing the pressure so you can get back to driving normally. As long as you choose a safe spot, such as a lay-by or a wide stretch of road with good visibility, letting them go past can make the rest of your drive much calmer. Tailgating says a lot about their driving, not yours. The main thing is keeping the situation safe. I couldn't find anyone who wanted to tailgate me, so we'll have to imagine I'm being tailgated, and here's how I'd drive if I was. For this junction, I'm braking early and lightly. If I brake too late or too hard, then there's a chance the driver behind won't have time to react. Keep planning ahead so you can keep your driving smooth and predictable. I'm turning right at the mini roundabout. I'll check the mirrors so I know how close the vehicle is behind. Then signal and brake early. That way, if I do need to stop, I can stop gradually rather than harshly, which reduces the risk of being hit from behind. I'm taking the next road on the left. I know this area and the turn is coming up soon. Check the mirrors and the imaginary tailgater is close. So it's important I don't signal too late, as this tells the driver behind what I intend to do and hopefully they're ready for me to slow down. Gentle braking. By planning ahead and staying calm, I stay in control of the situation. Smooth, predictable driving keeps me safe, and it keeps everyone else safe too. Keep planning ahead. If there was traffic congestion ahead and I needed to stop, harsh braking with someone close behind would be risky. So I'd brake earlier and more gently, staying calm, staying in control, and reducing the chance of a rear-end collision. But how common is tailgating in the UK? Well, according to some research, nearly 9 out of 10 people have been tailgated or witnessed it. More than a quarter of drivers admitted to tailgating themselves, and it's the #1 thing that UK drivers say annoys them the most. Gentle braking for the junction, as I might need to stop, and I don't want to stop harshly. One insurance company reported that almost 25% of their accident claims involve cars being hit from behind. If someone is tailgating you, then remember to slow down early for junctions and hazards to reduce the risk of being hit from behind. Be careful not to stare at the driver behind in the mirrors, as this will distract you from your driving and could be dangerous. I've got a zebra crossing and a roundabout ahead, slowing down early in case I need to stop, and I don't want to stop sharply. You should approach slowly anyway, but if someone's tailgating, then you'll need to brake even earlier. I'm following the road ahead at this roundabout, second exit, so I'm keeping to the left, planning ahead for the zebra crossing, braking early. The vehicles behind are close. Pedestrians in front of me, I'll apply the parking brake. The parking brake is more secure because in a sudden impact, my foot could slip off the foot brake. The parking brake mechanically holds the car, so if I'm hit from behind, it helps limit how far I'm pushed forward. Planning ahead, a red traffic light. I've got an imaginary tailgater behind, so I'm braking early and lightly. Slowing down early also meant that I didn't need to stop, which also saves fuel. Tailgating can also happen on motorways at high speed. If you are being tailgated, then remember not to stare at them in the mirror. Stay calm, plan ahead, and try not to let them bother you. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front, so you've plenty of time to brake smoothly if the traffic slows down. Don't forget, in dry conditions, keep at least a 2-second gap from the vehicle in front, and at least 4 seconds in the wet. To give the tailgater a chance to react, make sure you signal in good time if you need to change lanes. If the tailgater is really close and it's affecting your comfort or safety, the safest option, if it's possible, is to move over to a lane on your left and let them pass. Don't engage with them or make any sudden moves. In the UK, you should drive in the left lane, unless you're overtaking or road signs or markings tell you otherwise. Driving in a lane intended for overtaking when you're not actually overtaking can encourage tailgating, even though they shouldn't. So after you've finished overtaking, move back to the left lane unless signs or markings say any different. This keeps traffic flowing safely and reduces the risk of someone driving too close behind you. Don't forget, when you brake, the tailgater behind has to brake harder, and sometimes much too late. Apart from being dangerous, it can also create what is known as phantom traffic jams. These can happen when you're driving normally and the car in front slows down just a little. You brake smoothly, but the tailgater behind has less time and less distance to react, so they must brake harder to avoid going into the back of you. Now the driver behind them has even less time and must brake even harder, and the driver behind that one brakes even harder still. This creates a shockwave, a chain reaction travelling backwards along the traffic. Within a few seconds, that ripple becomes a sudden slowdown, then standstill traffic, and often a complete jam. Even though nothing happened at the front of the queue, the original driver barely slowed down, but 20 or 30 cars back, everything has stopped completely. That's a phantom traffic jam, and the main cause is drivers following too closely. When everyone leaves a safe distance, you can brake gradually. Gradual braking absorbs the ripple instead of passing it on, but when people tailgate, it amplifies the braking like a wave travelling through water. I'm on a country road, and the speed limit is 40 miles per hour, and I've got an imaginary tailgater behind me. I'm not driving at the speed limit as it's quite tight and I can't see far ahead. If I need to slow down or stop, I don't want to brake harshly. Slowing down early to give the tailgater behind a chance to react. Don't let the driver behind pressure you. Try to block them out. Stay in control, keep yourself and everyone else safe. I can't see round the bend, so I'm driving slowly so that if I do need to brake, I can do it gradually and not stamping on it. Driving carefully when you've got a tailgater behind isn't about trying to annoy them. It's about keeping yourself safe, and if they want to go faster, they'll overtake hopefully when it's safe to do so. I've got a space on the left I can use, but I don't want to do anything sudden, just keep it predictable and smooth. If you struggle with road positioning, too much left or too much right, then watch this video next. Thanks a lot for watching, please like and subscribe, and bye for now.